All right. Looks like we're
ready to go. I'm William Shatner, and I'd like you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. Listen very carefully. You'd be amazed at what you hear.
Oh, hell with it. Wait a second.
Ah, Mr. Spock, I can't seem to get the engines to work. Streaming this game has been a absolute difficult thing for me to do, and in due process I have managed to get it to draw properly after weeks and weeks of practicing this absolutely terrible William Shatner accent.
Maybe I'm just gonna stop that. It sounded better when I did it in front of the mirror. We're gonna play Star Trek: The 25th Anniversary. I know the Star Wars month is coming up, so I figured I'd do a little bit of Star Trek. Some of these games are pretty interesting. As soon as I press the enter key, though, we're gonna be like raced into everything. It's kind of an old point and click. Let me just make sure Twitch is up, and I have chat and all the things. All right, there we go. And I'll chuck that there where I can see it.
Ah, just in time for breakfast.
All right. So this is really cool. This is the CD version, which was released, I think, a little bit later. It might actually be a little bit younger than 1991, but the game itself has voicing from the original cast, from the original series. So this can be a bit of fun. I've played one episode. We'll probably only play one tonight. They're about the length of an episode, interestingly enough. But maybe we'll do two. We'll see. Off we go.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
It's so cute.
Ah, it just fits right in, Scotty. Tastes almost like the real thing. Reconstituted pineapple juice.
All right, and so the episode begins. I never remember how to play.
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Christ, I have to remember how to do all this.
Raising shields.
Raising shields, Captain. Oh. Okay. There's a little radar down the bottom that sort of gives us the indication of where enemy ships are. There he is. Oh. Can't remember how to fire. Scotty. Who's in charge of the weapon systems? I can't remember. Oh, jeez. We're taking hits. What do we gotta repair? We gotta repair
Aye, sir.
shields, and we gotta get these phasers up.
Unable to comply, Captain. We're under attack.
Arming weapons.
There it is. Weapons armed, Captain. Alright. Let's see if we can get at least 1 or 2 hits on this.
Computer estimates the Enterprise's warp drives have overloaded and exploded.
Not my engine! It's just a simulation, Scott.
Captain Patterson says better luck next time, sir.
Lowering shields and disarming weapons.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers varies, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
All right. So, for those who have, I don't know, some degree of hello nuclear, some degree of understanding of how Star Trek works. This is, of course, the original series timeline, where Captain Kirk, or playing as Captain Kirk, I guess, and a mission starts, and we have to fly to the area. They give us details, and there's all kinds of things that can happen. And based on how well we do the mission, we might get commendations. There seems to be all kinds of things. Look at me, I'm like a nerd.
Star Trek, Mr. Spock.
I'm such an idiot. More or less. Actually, one of the things I should say, I had a little bit of trouble doing this. This game was back in the day where you would, get a big box, this big, and you'd have a manual, and there would be a thick jewel case CD and all this kind of stuff, and you would have something like a map, and in order to do this next section, you actually have to be able to look at the map. So one of the things we're going to do now too is also look into the computer. We're going to Pollux, and this is really cool too. There's a system where we can type in all kinds of things and hear data about absolutely everything.
Pollux 5 system. An inhabited satellite of Pollux B. Pollux 5 has lately emerged from an ice age caused by large meteor strikes. It has recently been colonized by the Acolytes of the Stars religious sect. The planet is home to a wide variety of plant life, but insects and other lower life forms are the only known animals.
And as an example, I can type in anything from the Star Trek universe up to this point, and it'll give me a data readout. The computer will talk me through it. So, for instance, Mr. Spock. And you don't have to be exact, but...
Topic not available, Captain.
Oh, okay, maybe you do. Spock.
Spock.
Well, less accurate.
Full
I don't know.
name, uncodable in English language. First officer of the USS Enterprise. Spock is one of the finest science officers in Starfleet and has been awarded numerous Starfleet and Federation decorations.
Alright, and so it might be a little bit hard to see, but you kind of have a map that'll come up. We'll go through it in a few minutes' time. You actually need this to progress in the game, and it would have come in a jewel case. So we're looking for planet 19. I've spotted it. So we can get out of that now. And of course, if we ever get lost, we can talk to our crew as well. It's really a fascinating game. It really feels ahead of its time for what it is. But I'm going to stop rambling like a fangirl.
I advise referring to the star map and setting a course for the Pollux system, sir.
Orders are to proceed to the Pollux system.
Alright. So, we go to check off.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
And I have to remember how to do this. Again, the key to this is often having a manual. There we go. So if we look at the map, we've got a few systems. This one comes into the outer ring. One of the outer rings called number 19. So it's this one here. And if you go to a different spot, it changes the episode. You
We
get
have
attacked.
arrived at Pollux 5.
Goodness knows what happens. So it's quite interesting. Really fascinating. All kinds of things can happen. The episode can go in every which way direction. People can die. You can get, told off for it. And I don't know. I'm not really sure to the extent, but it feels like, there are lots of different ways things can go. So we want to get into a standard orbit, I think.
May I respectfully...
Arming weapons.
Not arming weapons. Let's turn the weapons off. Hang on.
Disarming weapons.
Check on. Want to get into standard orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
Alright.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angiven, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Alright.
Pollux 5 has recently emerged from an ice age, sir. It's spring at the moment. Cool, but tolerable. Sensors indicate previously documented flora and fauna. Nothing unusual.
Alright.
Captain's log.
And
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Down we go.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence, and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes. I don't know if the problem is real, the result of a new illness, or mass hysteria. But at the very least, there's an injured miner who needs my help.
Doctor, you need to investigate the possibility of disease, mental or physical, among these people before we go chasing up the mountains. Prelate Angiven, may we see those who have encountered the demons?
They are already gathered in the chapel, and will cooperate in any way with you, first or on my right.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
And of course we have dialogue options here too as well. Sorry, I'm just fixing my crappy stream thingy. Okay, it's good. Chat's good. So yeah, we have dialogue options in this as well. It's amazing. This is so incredible for its age.
Most High Prelate Angiven, I am honored to meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil. Been seeing ghosts and boogeymen, eh? I find that a little hard to believe.
So, of course, we're going to go with...
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise.
Captain James T. Kirk. It just makes more sense to say
life forms are creating
like
problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell, this is the 23rd century. Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see?
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself? You're wasting the time of a starship capable of destroying this planet with campfire stories? No wonder you were dumped out here in the middle of nowhere.
Alright, so the context of Star Trek. Is that what you're after, or...? Star Trek is a little bit complicated. It's
but also very simple.
The idea is, in the, I think, 22nd century, we have this federated star thingy of all these planets and different races that have become like a federation. And one of the Federation's missions is to go out there and seek new life and incorporate it, I guess, into the Federation and preserve life and all that kind of stuff. And we're playing as the USS Enterprise's crew. Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, and so on. I look like a writer. More or less, we're just thrown out into this 5-year mission. That this is the premise of the original Trek. They're thrown out into this 5-year mission, and they explore worlds, and I'm just essentially reading off the synopsis at the start.
Seek out new life and new civilization.
And they just sort of try to bring peace to the galaxy. It's a lot more political and negotiating, more so than, say, Star Wars. There's a lot more talking, a lot more problem solving, without blasters and phasers. It's really well written, actually. It's a really well written show. And these episodes in this game are kind of like, for a lot of fans, they've sort of been attached to the canon as sort of either the 4th or 5th year of the series. But I could get it wrong, and I might piss off a lot of Trek fans for not knowing.
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
We're coming to this planet because there's been reports of people getting killed or kidnapped by some sort of demons, and we also have this protocol. I'll get into that a little bit later, but right now we're just trying to work out what's happened. We've flown to Pollux 5, and now we're going to talk to the settlers that have been here for a while.
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements.
Maybe less voice acting tonight.
The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Canbury to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Canbury was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Captain, demons and supernatural creatures are, almost by definition, illogical. Yet it is evident these people believe what they have seen. Barring illness or mass hysteria, I agree that a real problem seems to exist.
I've never seen snow like this before. This is great.
You mean you've never built a snowman, Ensign?
I've never even thrown a snowball. Do you think anyone would mind?
Well,
later, Ensign, we have work to do.
Of course, sir.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just getting used to the controls. And also there's a narration here too. We can walk around. I've played this episode, so I kind of know what happens. There are different variations of what could and might not happen, but I'm going to play it how I saw it because I thought that was the best way. Maybe we can play this another time as well.
On the other side of the trees is Idle Mountain, a tall, forbidding place. You have a vague feeling of danger.
And yeah, there's a narrator that we can,
A quickly constructed Spartan shelter, primarily used by fledgling colonies. Remnants of a recent snowfall cover the ground. Dr. Leonard McCoy, the finest doctor in Starfleet, wishes that he were on a warmer planet. Spock raises an eyebrow.
Didn't I?
Ensign Everts, who has never been this close to snow before in his life, gazes with childlike fascination at the ground. James Tiberius Kirk, captain of the Enterprise. He's always happy to run an errand of mercy. High Prelate Angiven waits patiently for you to decide what you will do next.
Alright, so let's go in and We're going to take this episode slow as well, because I want to show people what this thing is about, and we'll do next episode quicker, perhaps. Is it a UK and Oz thing to drink tea and use fancy words? No. Certainly not an Australian thing to do. Fancy words. Alright, so we will go in here. And we will start talking to people if they'll talk to us.
He is too busy consoling the wounded man. He is too busy consoling the wounded man.
Okay, what about this fellow?
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
Dr. McCoy?
This man needs help, Jim, and I wouldn't want to put it off for too long.
All right.
The medical methods of these people seem primitive to me, Doctor.
By our standards, yes. Here the acolytes prefer a simpler lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is one of the consequences.
My Uncle John lived with the acolytes a long time ago. He died in their service helping plague victims on New Ontario 6 20 years ago.
The acolytes did a lot of good work for the needy in this quadrant.
It will be good to help them for a change.
Alright, what about this fella?
You get no response.
Okay, what else can we do? We'll look around.
A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight.
What about these things?
Boxes of supplies and mining equipment litter the floor. The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry.
So, there's going to be a prize for anybody who can work out the ending for this episode as well. I haven't quite worked out what the surprise is going to be, but if I do this for long enough, I'll work it out.
Spock waits for your command, patient as ever. McCoy looks anxiously about the room. A sturdy man of advanced years whose blue eyes meet yours with clarity, curiosity, and directness.
Okay. What else can we do? Remember how to use this. Is there a way for us to...
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
This man is getting worse. We've got to find those berries before he dies.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Alright.
Time is of the essence. You must hurry and retrieve the berry.
Alright, well, we can go and retrieve the berry then. Let's check the other spot here as well. See if any of them have anything else to say.
Captain, demons and supernatural creatures are...
Okay, perhaps not.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work, contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things. I think we could get along fine.
No, I got an impression that either Kari or Abalone, if she's watching, will be able to work out more or less what's going to happen. The average Star Trek episode, decent Star Trek episode, will give an indication. But then again, I might screw it up and it might be a total train wreck.
I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
Said Ensign Ricky. Alright. Let's Let's go back up here. That's where we need to be anyway. Oh no, the Klingons!
You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Captain, I detect a recent avalanche approximately 6.2 kilometers away that occurred within the last 3 days. The mountain may be quite dangerous.
Demons, Klingons, avalanches. What's next? The Wicked Witch of the West?
That is not logical, Doctor.
It wasn't supposed to be logical, you green-blooded Vulcan. Why does everything have to be so damn logical? Well, we've seen Klingons, now all we need is a few Romulans.
Control your thoughts, Doctor. There is a high probability that something here is using our own memories against us.
You get no response.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea, Kirkout.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
They look like Klingons. Your Vulcan science officer seems to be lost in thought, but remains alert. Ensign Everett seems to be rattled by the attack of the Klingons. Dr. McCoy is still hoping the cold winds that whip around Mount Idle will soon die down. Mount Idle rises above you. A small stream flows down toward the forest. You see the mine entrance ahead.
Okay.
They look like Klingons. James Kirk filled with a premonition of more dangers yet to come.
I remember exactly what to do next.
You fail to obtain anything.
I get Spock to move out of the way. It's supposed to be like a little... Oh, there are the berries. So pick them up.
You have retrieved a sample of berries.
Does your tricorder say the cave is warmest, Spock?
It is not logical for me to use my tricorder to determine the cave's temperature, Doctor. I do not see what purpose it would serve.
Spock, everybody talks about the weather.
Whoever was trying to stop us may not stop with those Klingons, Captain. I recommend extreme caution.
The thought had occurred to me, Mr. Spock, but thank you for mentioning it.
I'm sorry I let you down with those Klingons back there. I should have been paying more attention.
Just don't make that mistake again, Ensign.
Those Klingons give me the willies. They always have. My sister was wounded by them in the Chozon ambush.
We've all had our share of conflict with the Klingons, Ensign. The Organians told me that one day humans and Klingons will become good friends. I wonder if I'll ever live to see that day.
Gee, they give me the willies, Captain.
Various types of berries grow amongst the bushes.
What have we got up here?
Facadian moss grows on the cave wall.
I wonder if that's worth perhaps picking. So there's a lot of items you can pick up and so on. Not necessarily all of them, though.
A huge boulder sits upon a large pile of rubble. A large pile of rubble blocks what appears to be a large metallic structure. A large metallic door is set in the structure. A cavern deep in Mount Idle.
And this light?
A pulsing red light is set in the structure above the door.
Okay. Oops. What does everyone have to say?
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Jim, the next time you need medical help on a snowball...
Bones.
I'll probably end up coming along.
Alright, let's get our tricorders out.
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it.
Alright.
Assume firing positions.
Let's start with the top one. And then next.
There is no apparent effect.
Violence will not solve our current situation, sir.
Whoops. I think we've got rid of enough. Alright.
I recommend as thorough...
Yeah, you said that already.
Jim, the next time you...
Bones.
I'll probably end up...
A little bit of repetition sometimes.
One of the acolytes who is trapped by the rockfall.
Okay, let's walk over to him. Come on. Can we patch him up? Maybe?
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Let's have a look at this door a little bit more.
This looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise. A large metallic door is set in the structure.
I'll start heading back. For some reason he doesn't come with us, I'm not sure why. What we should have done is used our tricorders before.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial. There is something different about this particular construct. Come here, Captain. Look at the hand. It seems to have been separated from the body. There's a wiring circuit in the middle of the palm.
Fascinating. So we're going to pick that up. We're going to work out how to.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
Good.
These Brandzite pods add a nice touch to the local flora. These are very beautiful Doctus cattails.
The interesting thing too is I wrote some of these down, and you can pass them through the machine and they'll actually tell you what they are. Again, real interesting. I think, anyway. Okay, let's go back to the fellow, and we'll apply the berries. Hopefully get a bit more information as to what's going on this planet. So, berries.
Jim, these need to be processed first.
Oh yeah, okay. I knew that. Bones! I knew what needed to be done. Everybody, to the next building. We have to process the berries before he can use them. Good grief, man. No. He's just like William Shatner walking around in a circle. Oh God, please just go to the door. Alright, here's the fellow. And talk.
Yeah. I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
Okay, let's hand over these berries to
The settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
I'm assuming he means this thing.
You tinker with it, but do nothing significant.
Okay.
A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners.
Alright. Well, at a guess, I think we're looking at the machine over here.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
You've got it. That's when William Shatner starts talking to the guy again.
I need to pass insurance information to this man, and I'm not prepared to leave this building until I have a better discount.
So, administer the drink.
Thank you. You're most kind.
And now, these fellows will talk to us.
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
An important clue.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Robert. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
Alright.
You know, Jim, they can take a captain out of a starship and a science officer out of his lab, but you can never retire a doctor.
Not the good ones, that's for sure.
My mom wanted me to become a doctor. Honest. But I hated my biology classes.
So did I, but I became one anyway.
That is not logical, Doctor.
Neither was some of my professors.
The medical methods of these people seem primitive to me, Doctor.
By our standards, yes. Here the acolytes prefer a simpler lifestyle. Unfortunately, this is one of the consequences.
Sorry if this one's a bit of a quieter one, guys. The last 2 streams have been very heavy, heavy on the voice acting, and it's been a little bit tricky, a little bit tricky to keep going. I'm also a little bit tired as well. I've been having a lot of late nights. It's so nice to hear all the original actors' voices, though. They do sound a little bit older, but this was, of course, the 90s, right towards the end of when they were making the last few films. Alright, so... No, Captain Kirk, what are you doing? Back inside. Let's have a look at this machine.
You get no response.
Talk to the machine.
I never dreamed that stop.
Let's not just go outside, but okay, why not? I'm still getting used to the controls. We need to go back up there, I think. But I want to see, there's like a... Yeah, okay, good, save.
Save new game. Replace previous game. Delete previous game. Cancel. Save new game.
Dinnerinc. Mission. What? There it is. I should have said episode 1, I guess. The Phantom Menace. What else?
I've never seen snow like this.
You mean you've never built a snow?
I've never even...
Well,
through the same
later, of course, sir.
Dialogue. It's weird, it felt like it had more the first time. Let's go back inside. I've got a feeling I'm missing something. Perhaps, anyway. Maybe not. We'll go back up the mountain again. Let's see if we can find something up there. We might try a hand actually on the door.
The fit is perfect, but something seems to be shorting out.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report. Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Okay, let's have a look at the...
This looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
Oh, hey! How's it going? Fuzzbutt? We're doing the old point and click. The stuff you don't like. I'm not doing a very good job either. I remember playing this episode I was saying before, and I did a very good job, I thought, that time, but we'll see. It's not playing like an episode too well. But when I played it the first time it did. It never works when you want to show somebody. Bludgeon it up into commercials, I suppose. Let's have a look at these. See if we can...
You get no response.
This study represents a man with a keen...
what am I missing here?
You fail to obtain...
Oh, no, wait. So we'll use the tricorder. That'll help. Give us an idea.
I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain. Nothing to report. Fascinating, Captain. It is an RDAC 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order. A vintage 801286 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece. Nothing to report.
Tricorder report.
Nothing to report, Captain.
All right. I'm missing something. I'm sure.
I never dreamed.
There's something I'm missing. What am I missing here?
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned
Captain, this appears to...
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
No, Kirk, you can't say that.
Yes, tell us about these things. Where did you find all this? Where did you find all this?
Here and there, but much of it was brought to me by others exploring widely.
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me. Yes, tell us about these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens, meteorite, fossil shells, skull of a small alien animal, twist of metal? Or would you rather move on to something else?
Oh, I should take the hand and show him, and perhaps he'll know what to do with it. Silly me. The trek isn't in my mind today.
Mineral specimens.
But let's let him. Mineral specimens.
Meteorite.
Mineral specimens.
Fossil
shells. I could get really amused by this real quick.
Mineral specimens.
Come on.
True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteorite. I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral specimens, fossil shells, one of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet? Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into mineral specimens? The skull of a small alien animal. The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Silatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go into minerals, a twist of metal? This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go into mineral specimens, or would you rather twist of metal, or would you rather move on to something else?
Something else, definitely.
Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
All right. You heard the man, Spock. Let's take them all. Let's see if he can...
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hat.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
How logical it is for him to tell us that. You know. Oh dear. Okay. I guess we'll be taking some things. let's see here. Yes. And yes.
You fail to obtain any...
This study represents a...
You get no response.
My controls. my use of the controls, more or less, very bad. Okay, so to recap, we've come to the planet because I've done a terrible job with the narrative, and I suppose that's the one tricky part about doing a Star Trek episode kind of thing. We've come to the planet. These fellas here, the Territians or something, are being harassed by demons in the mountain. We go up to the mountain, we encounter Klingons, and it seems like they go up to the mountain and they encounter something else. We take the hand, we take the berry, we look after the gentleman. The other fella lets us into his study after we synthesize the thing, gives us some stuff. We show him the hand. Now we're going to go back up to the mountain. We're all following to try and see if we can open that door, if we can at all. But I already know the answer. I don't know why Captain Kirk's going up and down. He's out of control. Okay, so now the hand should work, and we should have access to the door.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Alright, off we go.
Logically, the machinery is sustaining some type of life in suspended animation. If we can reactivate the machines, then we may be able to meet its creators.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
I'm happy.
I wonder who or what constructed all this.
It appears to be an abstract piece of alien art. Many alien machines fill the room. This appears to control some unusual security equipment. This floor contains conduits for conducting geothermal energy.
Okay.
It is an alien life support system, Captain, utilizing geothermal energy. It is still functioning, waiting for some sort of signal. Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere, the moon, is casting a shadow on the blue sphere?
Gotcha,
Pollux
bitch!
5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate.
Hello, Abalone.
An eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel.
Oh, do you remember now the the puzzle that I showed you that one night? Oh boy.
This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
Interesting. All right, let's start walking around. And I can only imagine that we've put the hand in here.
Nothing happens.
No. What about the key? That's right, metal piece.
You fit the key into the slot, but you cannot find a way to turn it. Nothing happened. Nothing happens.
Oh, you know, I may have needed to pick up everything. I can't remember now. Oh dear.
Nothing
That's
happens.
Shocking.
Nothing happens.
Let's see if we can Yeah, we might have to go all the way back. Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm killing the Star Trek mood. What's new? Come on, Kirk. Turn to the left. Or something. There we go. Cool. I thought I'd be big brain and remember exactly what I had to pick up, but I obviously haven't. I chose to pick everything up the first time, thinking, oh, maybe I'll need all of it. This shouldn't take too long. It might be one of the other pieces. Let's see. Can't go wrong if you pick everything up, can you?
The glass case is locked.
Oh no!
The glass case is locked.
Is he going to let me?
You are interested?
Looks like a pile of junk. Yes, tell us about these things.
I enjoy. Shall I go with minerals, twists, or would you very well?
Oops. Very, very interested to see what my scoring is going to be this time. I think the first time I got 97 out of 100. This time it's probably minus 97 out of 100. I think Spock actually took a hit earlier in the level too, so we'll see. We will see. Imagine if they had to film this back and forth, you know, going back to just pick one thing up because dumbass Dinnerinc Kirk forgot. Okay, let's chuck.
Nothing happens.
Meteorite doesn't work? Oh dear, I look like an idiot.
Nothing happens.
What's new? Honest to goodness, what's new? It's not the shell. I know it's the key. What's wrong with me?
You fit the key into the slot, but you cannot find a way to turn it. Nothing happens.
Okay. I honestly cannot remember. I don't think we had to use this first, but maybe we do. I can't remember. I can't even remember this puzzle all that well either.
Nothing happens.
Oh dear. I may have to look. I may have to look this up. I sat there for about 10 minutes and then I said to Abalone, geez, can you please help me? And then at the second I wrote out that message, more or less I'd worked it out. I think, at least anyway.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Well, I suppose we can try it.
Nothing happens.
We haven't tried everything. Might as well. If in doubt.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Stupid Trek. Do they have anything else to say?
You get no response.
I wonder who or what.
No, we've gone through that.
Many alien machines fill the room. Many alien machines.
Oops. Oh dear. Kill me now. So I know the pretense of this. We're looking at the moon, the sun, and the planet itself. And I have to try and remember how much. It was something so simple too. It was very irritating.
Nothing happens.
There is nothing at the moment
irritating
for me to do.
Puzzle.
There is nothing at the moment.
Yeah, okay, Captain. Perhaps one of my viewers can work this out with me as well. There was no...
Nothing happened.
Yes, that's right.
You should ask Spot, Jim.
Yeah, right. Well, I thought if I clicked it, maybe it'd work.
Fascinating, Captain.
Listen to this again.
It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere, the moon, is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago. The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it. An eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel.
Right. I honestly feel like we've done something wrong.
This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
You fail to obtain...
We're gonna have to try this puzzle again. Alright. I remember it being something very, 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 very simple. And mind-numbingly simple, in fact. The yellow represents the sun, the red represents the moon, and the blue is the planet. And the assumption, I think, is that the power on one side is represented by...
Nothing happened.
No? Okay. I was so proud of myself when I worked this out. Now I just have no bloody clue. Maybe it's something like that.
Nothing happened.
No? Alright. Give us a minute. I'm gonna get another one of these juice boxes. Wonder if any of you guys can work this out. I'll be right back. Won't be long. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Ugh. Took a year and a half, but here I am. Where are we? Okay. Hang on a sec. Sorry about this. How do I get this to... Okay, cool. There we go. I am back. Alright. It's a tricky puzzle. I'm hoping the extra juice will help me work it out. Alright. Ooh, disconnected from chat. Let's see. Go back. There we go. Back on. Aha, perfect. Alright. Well, sometimes, if in doubt...
Nothing happens.
Try all the simple combinations. What about in the middle? What does that do?
Welcome to our home.
I think that's
Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory.
Lionel Kirk naturally assumes that it's Federation. This is mine. I own this room. And you must leave the room, because it's mine. I'm William Shatner.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come? We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land? Stop. I welcome you. Stop. You're trespassing. I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you?
This one.
Where you come from?
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
Well, that's easy enough.
Think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
Sure do.
Fascinating. This life form may represent what would have happened had the dinosaurs of your Earth not become extinct.
Perhaps we should try to communicate with the alien.
What is that?
Come on, game, really? The key, the metal key. Designed for his hands to be turning.
You fit the key into the slot, but you cannot find a way to turn it. Nothing happens.
Shouldn't it be his... Ah, well, why don't we just give him the key instead? Makes more sense.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your Federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Oh man, I love that sound.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 97%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having 20 ears. Hi, Jack.
We'll leave it at that one, guys. I'm getting a little bit tired for...
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The USS Enterprise is to report immediately to Beta Myamed. The USS Masada has failed to report as scheduled. Determine nature of delay and take whatever measures are necessary.
Set course for Beta Myamed, sir.
This is going to be the next episode for us. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired. I can't believe it. We actually did the episode. I got the same bloody score, despite the walking back and forth and acting like a complete idiot. I think the fatigue's starting to hit 1:39 a.m. and 3 of these nights in a row. I think I'm well and truly beginning to fade. So I will probably be back tomorrow at a time zone that's a little bit more friendly to Australians as opposed to Americans. Probably I'll stream a little bit earlier, so it'll be 6 or 7 o'clock New York time for the Eastern Seaboard, and for the Western Seaboard, well, I don't know, some ungodly hour. And for all those of you in Europe, I have no idea. So, but you can look me up. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll have a schedule for this week fairly soon. I suppose we better save as well. Thanks for putting up with me not talking so much. I just think I needed a bit of a break from talking. And sometimes it's just nice.
Replace delete previous. Cancel. Save new game. Replace previous game.
I guess that's the one. There we go.
Captain's log.
And quit.
Yes, quit the game. No, do not quit the game. Yes, quit.
Love it how everything's voiced. It's partially needless, but it's really cute for what it is. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. Sorry, this one's a bit of a short one. I really am fading though. It's getting a bit silly, but I will be on the Discord for a little bit. Thank you very much, Abalone. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.